Hello Stampers! Welcome to Make a Card Monday. Today we're going to be making this fun little Halloween card using the Cauldron Bubble stamp set and the Toil, I can't remember the name of it here. The Cauldron Bubble suite. Okay, so this card is a super simple card, but I just wanted to showcase a little bit the new tool that we have that's in the holiday catalog, which is the Take Your Pick tool. Okay, and I just love it, and I'm going to show you a couple ways to be using it. And if you look in the holiday catalog on page 30, the Take Your Pick tool is right here. Okay, and it shows it on this page, using it to pick up some sequins and put them down. And I'll show you again how to use it. So it's a really cool tool. Okay, so are you ready to get started? Let's do this. So we're going to start off with a piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5. And the first thing we're going to do is simply fold it in half to make our card base. Okay, use your bone folder along your fold just to make it nice and crisp. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now we're ready for our piece of Whisper White paper that measures 5.25 by 4. Okay, and I always tell my people in my classes, before you start doing anything on your card, do your stamping. That way, if you mess up, you can turn your paper over. Okay, so I'm pulling out my Memento Black stamp pad right now, and I'm pulling out the words from the Cauldron Bubble stamp set, the ones that say Bubble, Bubble, Toil, and Trouble. And I just think that is so cute. So we're going to be inking that up in the Memento, and then we're just going to stamp it up here in the right-hand corner like that. Okay? Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and stamp the inside. So also in the stamp set is the stamp Happy Halloween. Okay? So I'm just going to bring my card base back, the Granny Apple Green. I'm going to open it up, go ahead and ink up Happy Halloween, and I'm going to stamp it right there like that. Okay, now I can put my stamp pad away. All right, now on this, I used a few new things, and if I kind of turn this at an angle, I don't know if you can tell, but the black that the spider web is cut from, and also that the scallop circle is cut from, is our new black foil. Okay, and let me find it in the catalog too, because it is something that you do not want to miss. It is such a fun paper to be using. So it's right here on page 49, the black foil sheets, and you get two 12 by 12 sheets for only $4. So it's fabulous, and it cuts really well with the big shot and the framelits. So we're using the coordinating Caludron Framelits, okay, and I just used the spider web and also a scallop circle from the layering circles, okay, to cut out my pieces. And the spider web, once you get it cut out, you just need to poke out the middle pieces, and then it is ready to roll. Like I said, the foil paper really does cut out nicely. It does a good job. Okay, so we're going to need some Tombow liquid glue, okay, to put on our spider web. And again, with the Tombow glue, you know, it just takes little amounts to stick it down. So I just put a few spots on. I'm going to line it up here in the corner of this cardstock, and I'm just going to adhere it down just like that. Sometimes you have to hold it for just a second for it to take. There we go. That's ready. Okay, now for the main part of this card, which is the cauldron and the cute little frog and the cat, they are from the, what is it called? The Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. And it is such great paper. I love it. It's super cute. And the framelits, the Cauldron Framelits, coordinate with a lot of the images in here. So I took the piece that has the cauldron on it, okay, and I just went through and I used my framelits to cut out a cauldron and a cat. Okay, so here they are right here. They coordinate with the framelits perfectly and cut them out. Now I also wanted this little froggy that was here, but the framelit in this pack, the frog is bigger than this frog here. So I just did a little bit of fussy cutting and cut out my frog right like that. Okay, if you don't like to fussy cut, you know, you can always cut him out in a little circle. You can stamp the frog that's in the stamp set and cut it out, or you don't even have to have a frog on there. Okay, so I also cut out a circle with our circle framelits. Okay, and that is the one that I'm going to be using. Now I think what I think is going to be easiest is with the foil paper, use your liquid Tombow glue. And I am going to glue down the circle before I put all the pieces on it. Okay, just like that. Okay, now the little cauldron, I didn't want it popped up, so I'm just going to use my Tombow and place him, and I am going to kind of push him off the side a little bit because I got a lot of stuff to fit on there. And now I'm going to use my all-time favorite mini dimensionals because they are teeny tiny and they are the perfect size to go on these little bitty pieces. So I'm going to put a teeny tiny one on the back of my little frog, and I'm going to stick him right down there because he's going to be looking up at my cat. Now my cat, I'm going to put a couple on. I want one on the back of his head and also on his body. And we're going to stick him on just like that. So that, I think he's so cute. Okay, now I am ready to use my snail again. Oops, nope, not quite ready for that. I forgot my stripes of paper. Okay, so I've got 2 strips of paper back here on my card. And you're going to find, if you look for those, that is actually the strips that are in between the rows of the cauldron paper that I used. So see, they think of everything and they even come up with things like that for you. So I just cut a couple of strips. Here they are. I'm going to take my scissors and flag the ends. You know, to flag the end, you just find the middle, cut up a little bit, go from the bottom corner and the top corner right to where you cut up, and it's going to make your flag perfectly centered every time. Okay, find the center, cut up, go from each of the corners to cut into it, and you're perfectly centered. Okay, now I'm going to put my striped one down first. So put a little bit of adhesive on the back of it. And I'm just going to position it down. Put some Tombow on the back of the spider one. I'm going to overlap it just a little and put that down like that. Now I can bring my circle back that I had put adhesive on the back of it and stick it right down like that. Okay, so before I put my sequins and stuff on, I am going to go ahead and adhere this to the front of my card. Once you start getting too many layers or things that stick up, it's harder to get your adhesive on the back without messing things up. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now we get to use this fun tool, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can use it. What I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to use some of our mini black sequin trim, and I'm going to cut off the little fray on the end, okay? And then I am just going to pick off 3 of the sequin pieces, okay? I love doing this with my sequins because I just think they add that extra special little pizzazz that you sometimes need on your cards. So there's 3 right there. Whoops, get some of the fuzzies off of it. There we go, okay? Then if you take your liquid glue and you put your glue just barely little spots where you're going to want it on your card, okay? Then the bigger end of the Pick-a tool, if you take the end off of it, you're going to see mine's kind of dirty, but it's a gummy end, okay? So it's sticky. So it is perfect for putting down on your sequin, okay? Picking it up, and then it's going to put it right on top of your glue, just like that. So it is so easy to pick up and place sequins now, or any little pieces like for punched out eyeballs and things like that. This is the perfect tool. Now the other end has a few different ends that you can use. I love this one, the flat one. Let me show you why. I am going to use some little teeny tiny pearls for my cat eyeballs. Okay, they just kind of give them a little pop. But this end with the flat side is perfect for taking your pearls and your rhinestones off of their cards. So all you do is kind of go at it like that, and it sticks it right on the end like that. And then it is super easy to place it right where you want it and stick it down. And you get the adhesive with it. How many times have you gone to pick, see that little pearl on there? How many times have you gone to pick your pearls or your rhinestones off, and you pick it off and the adhesive stays on the sheet? So this is wonderful to be able to do that. Pick them up and take all the pieces. And there you go. That is it. That is the end of our card. Just kind of a super fun little Halloween card, and showcasing how to use the Take Your Pick tool that's in the holiday catalog. It is fabulous. I'm going to be featuring it this week as my tool of the week. And if you liked this Make a Card Monday video, then please share it with your friends, because then I know you really are liking it, and I'll be sure and keep doing them and keep bringing you more fun projects. So thanks for stopping by.